Hi, my name is David Linares, and I'm here to talk about the relationship between the internet and human development as a society. First of all, there is no doubt that the internet has given to us an impressive and efficient way of communication. I mean, way back to the era previous the creation of the internet, communicating a simple message to someone in another town would have taken days or even weeks. Nowadays, we can talk to someone on the other side of the world without trouble. And this advantage that made it easier to carry information from one place to another, which means that the advances that someone made in some part of the world could be shared to someone virtually anywhere in the world, is really important. So the question here is, will humanity continue to develop if the internet suddenly disappears? It is a matter of fact that the internet has played an important role in the development of human societies. And also that since the creation of the internet, we have achieved advances at a rhythm never seen in our history. And the main key to know why this happens is the concept of communication, the possibility to communicate information through the internet and making it available to everyone around the world is something that makes us develop very fast. So, to answer this question without further ado, in my opinion, is that no, we will not continue to develop as we have been doing in the past decades. And this is mainly because the internet is not only all around us as you can see it, it also controls almost everything we use. Also, we need to take into account that the big institutions like banks, financial systems, or even the governments rely on the internet to support their operations or simply just to storage information, which is really important. Therefore, if the internet suddenly disappears from our lives, we will face an absolute collapse of the world as we know. Some people say that even if the internet fails for a short period of time, the effects will be annoying. So, imagine a total absence of internet. The effects will extend much further. Nonetheless, some people may say that the internet is not that important and that we once lived without the internet and made a significant amount of development. And that is true. But unfortunately, in the world that we live today, internet plays an essential role in the way we live. And losing it will mean a pullback to the old days. Jacques Diop once said that development can only release its full potential if knowledge and technology are shared effectively. That's why it's so important the concept of communication, which is linked to the internet. Let's imagine other effects of the internet suddenly disappearing from our lives other than the collapse of the systems or the governments. What would happen to all the information? From simple information, personal information, for example, to academic and scientific information, which is mainly stored in computers or in the cloud. How can humanity recover all that knowledge with success? Even if we could recover all that information, how we will share it effectively? What will happen to the technology that depends on the internet? Is it possible that if we overcome all those problems, will we continue to develop as we are doing it right now? I think that human societies are capable of impressive development of all kinds. For example, the Roman Empire didn't use internet, or the Egyptians didn't need internet to construct the pyramids. Unlike those examples, there are millions more to show that humanity can prosper without internet. But now that we have already experienced what the internet is capable of, I cannot imagine how we will go through more without it. Maybe it is true that we could achieve a certain amount of development without the internet. But we have to think about the internet not just as Google, YouTube, Netflix, or similar stuff. Internet is much more and much bigger than that. As I have mentioned it many times, internet is communication, and communication equals development. Therefore, internet is with no question the path to achieve success in the development of our society. Thank you for listening and tell me, what do you think what will happen if the internet suddenly disappears?